I don't know if I say don't do it.
Ariel got something to say. What you got to say, Ariel? What the hell you got to say? Let me ask you some questions.
Please.
Why the hell are you wearing those ugly ass shoes with this shoe?
You don't like them?
No.
What about your shoes?
These are feet shoes.
But they're leather.
That's okay.
Smell bad.
They match my skin.
I'm not even gonna go there.
They do.
I know, sort of. I'm colorblind, so I can't really tell.
Oh, is that right?
But actually,
every time somebody say they're racist, I mean.
I'm actually happy you brought this up, and there seems to be some tension here because I did see an interview with you recently, and you brought up my name in the interview when talking about rankings, and you seem to have said my name with a bit of disdain, like you really didn't like me. So what's going on?
Man.
Do you not like me?
Huh?
I'm a sensitive guy.
Nah, I don't like Ariel.
Why?
Man, you have never got nothing nice to say about me.
Really?
Really.
That's funny because on my show we had a couple guys.
Nothing nice to say.
Really?
I'm sick of it. I'm gonna put a stop to this Ariel stuff right now.
I've actually stood up for you many times.
Did you?
Yeah. After your last fight, I was wondering out loud why people were booing you. I said that you didn't deserve that. I've had a lot of respect for you. I think a lot of your fans have said that I didn't put you in my top 10 in the silly pound-for-pound rankings, which I don't even believe in. And I think you took that to heart for some reason.
No, I didn't take it to heart. I'm just playing with you, man.
But you did bring it up in an interview, like, who cares about pound for pound? Who makes pound for pound rankings? People like Ariel Helwani, and you said it with such disdain. I was like, wow, that hurt. Rashad, I have a lot of respect for you, and it hurt for me. I felt it.
Sorry, Ariel.
Yeah, man. Can we hug? All right. Is that okay, Rashad? Can we talk about your fight? Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right. Well, just interesting, but what you said about Phil at the end of the conference call, I really thought that you took sort of the spotlight away from Bisping and Son. And a lot of people were looking forward to that fight, the trash talking, and then you really kind of just took it back. Was that a conscious thing that you did to try to bring the spotlight back on you guys with the back and forth?
Nah, it was just something that happened. Phil said something to make me mad. And when I beat Rashad, that just didn't sit well with me. I tried to ignore it on my phone because I know people talk trash on the phone. He's supposed to think he can beat me, but the way he sounded when he said it, it just irked me so bad. I couldn't not say nothing.
Do you have respect for Phil? Meaning, obviously he's a good fighter and whatnot, but do you think that he is on your level, that he should be fighting you? Because a lot of people don't even think that. They think he's good, but they don't think he's ready for an opponent quite like you.
Of course I think he's ready to fight somebody like me. I mean, I'm not going to put myself on a pedestal to the fact think like, oh, no one can fight me. I mean, this is the UFC. You know what I'm saying? They can bring somebody off the street that trained somewhere else or was in another organization and then bring him in to fight me, and he's worthy to fight me. This is the UFC. Everybody gets up for that. And you're always one strike away from knocking somebody out or coming out the victor. So I would never say nobody's not good enough to fight me. Now, do I think he's ready? He might be ready. He might be. But I don't really think anybody's ready when they step into the cage and really feel the pressure that I can bring to them.
Do you think he's ready for all of this? The media, the Fox stuff, that's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. But, I seen Phil the other day. He seemed to be kind of relaxed, and I said something to him. He didn't really talk. So I don't know if he's getting kind of nervous or just getting kind of like overwhelmed by the pressure of it. But, I like to believe that he can stand up in there and just kind of hold his own and not really worry about it. He's a competitor coming from a wrestling background, so I think that he may be able to handle some of the attention, but it's nowhere near this magnitude. So we'll see. When the camera comes out and Burt make that call, all right, baby, time to roll. And then he calling and he don't see no Phil Davis, then the pressure got to him.
Do you think he's a complete fighter?
From what I've seen in Phil, I think so. I think that he just needs to polish up on some of the areas in his stand-up game and as far as his transition to his takedown. But I think he's getting there. We haven't seen him in a long time, so we might be looking at a different Phil Davis altogether.
Dana White sort of scolded you over the last 2 years, saying that you made some bad decisions. You sat out and all that stuff. Look at you now. You're main eventing on Fox. At the end of the day, it seems like you did the right things.
Yeah, I feel like I did the right things. I think, Ariel, as long as you make a decision, you make it from the right spot, I think you really can't go wrong, no matter what anybody else says. I'm the one who's really got to live with my decisions. If I made those choices and never fought again a day in my life, if I was comfortable with the decision I made, then that's what I have to live with. If I can live with it, then that's great. And with that said, it's a business. Dana has a business to run, and sometimes he, tries to, want you to do what he wants you to do for the benefit of the business, but not necessarily the benefit of yourself.
All right, two last things. I hate to bring them up, but I'm just curious to get your response. John Jones keeps saying that you have a weak chin. You've only been knocked out once. That's your only loss. Why do you think he's saying this? Is he just trying to get in your head, or do you think he actually believes this?
I think John Jones is trying to get in my head. John Jones never wobbled me, never hurt me, never nothing in practice. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, that's just like me saying John Jones can't bust a grape because John Jones got a one-hitter quitter because he never knocked nobody out with a one punch in his fight. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not saying he's got a weak punch, but he hasn't knocked nobody out. So, I mean, it's pretty much the same thing. It's just, don't add up. It's just stupid.
Finally, when this fight was first announced, you said a somewhat controversial comment about the Penn State situation, Phil. I haven't heard you really respond to that. So were you surprised that people were so upset about it? And if so, in hindsight, do you regret saying that?
No, I mean, I was, I really didn't mean it any kind of way. It just kind of was just saying, just in the heat and trash talking, and I really didn't evaluate the political correctness of my statement before I was saying it, just like at a moment notice. But it was something that's sensitive that I really shouldn't have said, and I really should have thought about before I even said. But sometimes when you're out there, you're talking trash, and you just try to, say something, just try to say something harsh, and it was too hard. I shouldn't have said it.
All right, Rashad, I think we sort of squashed whatever we had. I'm not sure.
Should I have beef with Ariel?
I don't know. Rampage has beef. You have beef. If both of you have beef with me.
Rampage got beef with you too?
I don't know what to do with myself. What's going on?
I don't know. Why do you got beef with you?
Well, we don't have enough time to talk about why. But funny enough, about my shoes as well. He doesn't like them and what I wear now. So maybe you and Rampage do have a lot in common after all.
Maybe that Rampage guy is a swell guy. Rampage, call me.
Thanks, Rashad.